Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play.
Cause we're living. Welcome back, my friends. Another edition of the Livin in San Diego podcast. We're back after a week off. Last week I was cruising around, which I'll share where I went. And it's somewhere you guys go too. It's only about 2.5 hours away. Super fun. So we'll get into all that. Let me fix my mic. Okay. Episode 255. I'm Chris Erickson. We got Mr. Who's on the other mics?
Yo, Cassidy.
Yo,
Lewis.
Cassidy. And this is the Livin in San Diego podcast, where we bring you guys everything happening around San Diego, what's going on in our lives, what's happening. So Livin in San Diego, Livin. Hit us up. Hello at Livin in San Diego. If you guys need anything, if you got some guest recommendations, if you got some new spots opening up, if you got a business to promote, any of that, hit us up. Hello at Livin in San Diego. Are we ready to rock and roll?
We are. Let's do it.
All right. Today we're sitting, it is Wednesday, about 9:30 in the Bermuda Club studios.
Yep.
Good to be back.
Last Wednesday of October.
Last Wednesday, October. We got Halloween coming up. You guys got big plans?
And I think just trick-or-treat in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Yeah, I think asking Cam, Cam's getting to the age where he can go off on his own with his friends, but I think this might be the last year he wants to still hang with us and walk around. So we'll take it.
Yeah.
As parents, we'll take our last.
What age do you stop trick-or-treating?
I'd say, I think I was 13 or probably 13, which is what
so right
it'll be next year.
High school?
Yeah, like last year, junior high. I remember our last year trick-or-treating. We just walked around Livin, my old neighborhood, and walked to 2 houses that had candy bowls out front, and that was it.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to trick-or-treat out there, man.
Yeah, I don't know why people even leave stuff out.
Not the best. They probably get more visitors than my house. I don't know. We turn off our lights. Not we, just neighbors everywhere.
Yeah.
Very Halloween Grinches. Yeah.
Just in your neighborhood specific, because Parkdale's like where we used to go back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the area's popping, but yeah, there's certain areas that are really good, but just our specific street and area.
Got it. Oh,
I don't know. Just not a ton of kids. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, we're staying local too. Not doing too much. I've been up to Oceanside and my sister's house a few times. That's popping up there. That whole South O area it's like, I don't know. I was going to say E.T., but that was even a lesser version of it. It's like a movie up there.
Yeah.
People run around. Kids, I think she's lost her kids every year. Now they're older, so it's all the nieces and nephews that go up there. But
nice. Yeah,
dude, they do it up pretty good up there in South O. So anyways, how was the weekend? Before we get into new to do and Adieu, we have some new spots, not even new spot, new beverage. We got a nice little list coming up, some breakfast spots right here in San Diego. We got a question for Cassidy at the end, and it kind of ties to what I'm doing right now. So, and then we got my wrap up.
Nice.
But how was your weekend? I guess it's not even the weekend, the last few weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Lots of sports per the usual, although it's coming to a slowdown here. In the next couple weeks.
Somebody emailed me something about like our SEO for our podcast, and they show you like where you rank on everything. Mm-hmm. And it's like San Diego kids sports, and we're like number 1. Wonder why?
I wonder why. Yeah. I mean, that is our life. And through, I think, so like the weekend, so this weekend coming up is our older son's last soccer game, until tournaments and stuff, since it never ends. But rec soccer ends like in a couple weeks, and then baseball ends that last Sunday before Thanksgiving. So, everything's coming to a halt, and then we won't know what to do with ourselves.
Well, I was going to say, what are you doing with all your free time?
I don't know. We'll figure out how to fill it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a lot of so first baseball games, like club baseball tournament, the week before you were off and running. We had 3 games and 1 Sunday, little quick games, an hour and 10-minute blitz games, as they call them, which was super fun. It was an all-day at Fallbrook affair, but it was fun.
Excuse me. Not a 7-hour game like we just witnessed.
No, not like the Dodgers game. These were quick. It was like as soon as you got a little bit of momentum, they're like ball game, and you're like, what? Like, but it was fun.
It's like our softball games.
Yeah,
A
it
quick
is
little
exactly
hour 10,
like
you're like,
yeah.
all right, we're done.
They go so much faster as when you're managing it rather than playing.
Yeah.
Playing it seems like
It's a
goes
long
on.
game.
It's a long game, yeah. But managing it, it's like, what just happened? Like, how are we done? But anyway, but it was fun. And then we had this past weekend we had 2 baseball games, 2 soccer games, and we won all 4. So the boys did good.
Nice.
Yeah. Bray had a couple goals. Cam had another shutout in soccer. And the baseball game. Remember when we started this season and I told you that our baseball team lost 19-4?
Yeah.
So we won 20-5. So we've turned it around, which is fun. It's fun seeing the kids get better.
Yeah.
That's I guess why I do it.
They can progress quite quickly right now in this this age.
Yeah. They learn quick.
Yeah.
Even just like the base running, like the other team seemed they're probably a little upset, but I just have them running like constantly on everything. Ball goes past the pitcher, you run. A ball goes past the catcher, you run. Like all of it.
Is that not how most teams run it, or
a bunch of them do? Like the ones that I just want the game to continue. Like I want to get through as many innings as we can. And so if you're just standing on base and waiting around for base hits, it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So you got to run
with the live pitch, and it's kind of wild.
Well, yeah, it's just a lot of walks. So like I think we had 10 hits on Saturday or on Sunday, Brandon's team. We probably also had 10 walks. So it's
how many stolen bases?
Probably 40 or pass balls, wild pitches.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of those than stolen bases. But yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
It was a good weekend of sports. And we had a nephew's birthday party, 1-year-old birthday party. And then that was pretty much it. Didn't do much else.
It's a good little weekend.
Yeah.
It's a standard weekend here as a dad in San Diego.
Exactly.
That standard dad San Diego weekend.
We had like high hopes of going. There's a place in Fallbrook that we like after the tournament 2 weekends ago. We wanted to go to, I think it's called Firehouse Q and Brew. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think it's Firehouse.
In Fallbrook, you say?
In Fallbrook, yeah. And we finished our last game at 8:00 and hustled over there, and it showed 9 on Google Maps that they closed. And they were already.
So they're even beyond North County.
Yeah.
When we make our videos and stuff of like everything closes at 10.
No, they were all cleaned up.
Fallbrook's like, no, we're done at 7:30, dude.
Yeah. Tables and chairs on the up and done and cleaned, and yeah. It was a
like,
bummer.
so
We're
close.
like, yeah, that's such a bummer.
Yeah.
Because then what do you do it between 8 and 9 o'clock other than fast food?
I don't
hard.
know. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Where'd you go then?
We just ended up ordering.
Okay.
Ordering DoorDash, and as soon as we got home, our food showed up, so it was fine.
What was the order?
Islands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the closest one? Vista?
Vista, off Melrose, yep.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Have you guys carved your pumpkins yet? Because we have our pumpkin carving contest going. I'll make a post today.
No, we'll probably do them Thursday. Yeah, probably do them Thursday.
Yeah, we did it a little early just because we had nothing going on Sunday afternoon. So we said, yeah, let's do it. They're probably going to melt by, they're halfway
especially
melted
today,
already. Yeah.
Today with the heat.
Today they're going to, oh, gross. They're going to be, they're not making it to Halloween, I don't think, which is 3 days from now. So 2 days from now. But
I should have done
we'll
some. I saw a post the other day that once you're done carving them, if you dip them in water and then like put vinegar in the water or something like that, it helps keep them from falling apart so quick. Or so I think it was vinegar.
That would probably keep, because all it is, it's just rotting, right? So
something to like
vinegar.
clog those pores or something. I think it was vinegar, but I'll look.
All right.
I'll look while we're chatting.
Yeah, we did not dunk ours.
And no,
Mine's looking a little shriveled right now.
I think it's too late.
I think Brewer said there's something on there already. He's like, ooh, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then I just scrape them off the front of the house. It's so gross.
We already had, so the boys a couple weeks ago they went over to Chelsea's folks' place and carved pumpkins, and one made it home. The other I just threw in the trash because they lost the lid to it, and I pretty much carved it after one of my kids got frustrated with it. And then the other one sat in our front yard for like 3 days, and then now there's like this grease stain of the goo from the pumpkin.
Good old pumpkin goo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but either way, hit us up. You could send it to any of our Instagrams. So mine's at I am Chris Erickson. If you're listening to us Thursday or Friday, we're gonna have the winners on likely Saturday morning, or actually even Monday. It doesn't really matter. But get it so you get it through the weekend too. But yeah, we're gonna have some prizes and stuff. So hit us up. Send it to I am Chris Erickson over on Insta, at Cassidy Lewis RE over on Insta, or at Livin in San Diego on Insta as well. Just shoot us a DM with your pumpkin carving, and top 3 get a prize. So
nice. So here it is. Coat the edges with petroleum jelly. So some of these things also seem maybe a little too intense, but spray with bleach or vinegar solution, or give it an ice bath. Those are the 3 suggestions.
We just put petroleum jelly everywhere in that?
On the cut, everything that's cut.
Okay.
So that probably means the whole inside too, though, right? Because you're like carving, like getting it out. It says on all cut and carved edges to create a barrier against moisture loss and decay.
Okay.
So,
or just cut it on Thursday and then throw it out Saturday.
That's right. I throw it out Friday, like on Halloween night, just because I don't want kids to come.
Do they do that a lot in your neighborhood?
No, but we live right on the corner, so like our house is just accessible. Mm-hmm. So at like 10 o'clock on Halloween night,
test it out this weekend, see if it happens. It's on a Friday. Actually, Friday's probably a good day. You're gonna definitely get it tossed in the middle of the road.
Yeah, probably. But I always bring all of our decorations in, other than lights and stuff. But like, I bring most of our decorations in on Halloween night too.
Yeah.
Nothing good happens after a certain time on Halloween.
After trick or treating.
Yep.
All right. Let me wrap up my last week. It was, we went on a little, I guess it wasn't really a road trip. It was more of a little bit of a
drive to
a
vacation.
Yeah. We went to Joshua Tree. It was our first trek up there.
Oh, yeah, Joshua Tree. That's right.
Yeah. We switched. It was supposed to be Palm Desert.
Right. It says it in my calendar.
Yeah.
And so I keep thinking, oh, Palm Desert.
Yeah.
Right.
Palm Desert was the original, but we're going back out there for spring break. So
nice.
It's just, easy to get out there. We're doing a family trip out there with the wife's family and everything. We're getting a big house. It's super cool. So anyways, we switched it up, and I think it was a good audible. So it was our first trip out there, figuring out what to do. Julie set up our whole, she planned it all through ChatGPT actually.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what we're doing. Here's our here's our timelines. Here's, we got kids. What can we do? What hikes? Gave us a whole itinerary. No, we didn't follow it exactly, but we did hit up a lot of the things that it did suggest. So if you need not a party planner,
vacation, like what are they?
Not tour guide. I guess it's kind of a tour guide too, but yeah, travel guide. ChatGPT does it pretty well. So we were very good with their suggestions.
Chelsea, that's how she planned our Buffalo trip too.
Yeah,
was through ChatGPT.
Yeah, and it's I guess you could do your own shit. Do they tell you like restaurants and all that kind of stuff? Yeah. So,
and like you said, you can add with kids, and then it like changes the whole thing. Like it's kid friendly restaurants, it's activities that they're gonna like. So we're gonna walk over when we're in Buffalo, we're gonna walk over the bridge over to Canada, and it's pretty cool.
The Buffalo Bridge, what's it called?
I don't know what the bridge is called. It's probably called the Canada Bridge.
The Canadian Bridge. The Canadian Bridge. So first impressions going out there, it's just a little bit further, like mile-wise than Palm Springs, because you peel off. Have you been up there?
No.
So it's right before you get amazing, like right into Palm Springs, welcome Palm Springs, and you take a left, and you take, I think it's the 42 or something, go up around here, and you're like cruising through, and like, okay, you go through like Yucca Valley, it's just like a small little town, whatever, in the desert, one of those desert towns that we have 1,000 of here in California.
Yep.
At least Southern California. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then you drive through the next city, whatever. And then there's Joshua Tree. Maybe Joshua Tree is the next city. But anyways, then that's like the downtown. So it's like a 2-lane highway, basically going through kind of like the 76, but a little slower speed as you go through. It's kind of like as you go through the cities, it's like 30,
like going up to Mammoth.
Yeah, 30, slow down. Yeah. Everywhere else is 55, 65, whatever. And, you hear about the little town in there. I was like, not too impressed. I was like, okay. I just, like, the main street is on, like, not like the main road.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, set up the main street back, like one road or, 2 roads, whatever. Anyways, we passed through Joshua Tree.
That's the only way to get people to stop in these towns, though.
Oh, I know. Yeah. They're like, just keep going. Yep. You're like, no, let's stop the coffee spot or the pizza spot or, anyways, we went to 29 Palms because we had a few hours to burn. So we did like, Well, I wouldn't not recommend it. It was actually pretty cool, but we went to observatory, but during the day. So like, there wasn't, it's not really observatory. They didn't have an event over there, but they have like a big, rendition of the planets and stuff and, kind of cool structures, whatever. We had some time to burn. So anyways, then we went to 29 Palms Beer Company. Recommended, highly recommended. It's super good.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they have some smash burgers. I ended up getting a brisket hot dog. So you could order hot dogs and burgers. They also have a coffee shop in the front. So it's kind of a cool setup if you want coffee in the morning, coffees and little, parfaits and whatever. And then it's connected to the brewery right there. So cool outdoor area in the back. I think, no, maybe that was the other one. But anyways, it's a good spot. They had, so I was thinking brisket hot dog. I was like, just like a brisket in a hot dog bun, but it was actually like, they shape it like a hot dog, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
it was brisket burnt ends, I believe it was. So nice, tender, super good. The boys got smash burgers. I think Julie just got a normal hot dog, but ended up getting the Adobe Road IPA, which is pretty solid. Adobe Road's one of the main roads going through 29 Palms, and it leads up to like the military base. So there's a big military base up there.
Yep.
And then the other way, if you go out the other way, you start heading towards Joshua Tree National Forest or National Park. I don't know. It's not in a forest, right?
Maybe park. Maybe national park.
National Park. And there's the north entrance there. We ended up going through the south entrance. But anyways, got to hit 29 Palms, taste some local beer. They did win. I saw they had a few medals on the wall that they won some sort of beer cup over in Del Mar. So there was a little San Diego ties there. I don't know which one it was. I forgot to take a picture of it. But anyways, they did have some accolades.
Nice. No distribution?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But so then we show up. Our Airbnb is super cool. The new like Airbnb, I think we had a few choices. One was like a house with a pool and a pickleball court, like a extra little outdoor, kind of like a cabana, I guess.
Yeah.
We didn't do that because it wasn't going to be too hot. I mean, it's hot in the desert, but 80, 82, something like that. So unless you're heating the pool, it's whatever, just a pool. Boys would have loved it, but we opted not to go to the pool. We opted to go to the one with the game room. And it's basically just a converted garage. Pool table. They had a little seating area around a fireplace that we didn't know how to turn off the entire time. One of the electric ones. Because as you get to Airbnb,
So it was just on the whole time?
it was on, but it wasn't heated up. So it was just like the lights, the LED lights, or whatever, flickering. But still couldn't figure it out the entire time. And then
it's one of those.
Yeah. Just like electric. You can turn on the heat. Yeah, electric. If you need to turn on the heat, you could. But so they converted all that. There was a disco ball. Obviously, you got to have a disco ball. There's also a music room. So they had like a piano, a few guitars. Out back, they had a big kind of like, they call it a stargazing dome, but people in the reviews and stuff said you couldn't even see the top's just all, it's kind of old. So it's, where you could usually see it's like fogged up, kind of like a real window, but it was a cool little area. It actually had its own AC. So go out there, read. We played some games in there and stuff. So cool setup. Anyways, love that. But you're just out, like as you're coming in, as with any little desert town, you're like, well, that looks a little bit sketchy. That looks a little bit sketchy. There's a car in that driveway on jacks, no wheels. Like, okay, I don't know what's going on there. Saw some interesting folks one day when we were pulling out, or one interesting fella like walking around talking to himself. So you're like, I don't know. But all that said,
it's like
it was fine.
Springs was the same thing.
Yeah.
You're driving through the first little stretch and you're like, are we really staying here all weekend?
Yeah, but this it was kind of set up a hill a little bit, so you actually had a killer view looking out towards the other section of Joshua Tree, like not near the park entrance. We were probably like 2 miles from the park entrance, south park entrance. You're looking out, it's like the big valley out there. Look like cool view. It was nice. I mean, it's beautiful out there. And so we got to explore a little bit, cruised around. We didn't go on any hikes the first day, just kind of went around. I don't know if we went to the stores that day or the next day, but anyways, one day we did go into the little town and hit up, went to the pizza place. There's one pizza place in town. There's there's a few different restaurants. That was the only restaurant we actually ate at. What was it called? pie slice. Let me see if I had it in my notes. I forget. Sky High Pie. So good pizza, good people in there. We were like early in the week. As we left on Thursday, you could see it started getting a little bit more busy. The coffee shop, we were trying to get coffee on the way out. It was like a 20-minute wait. But earlier in the week, there was people, but it just wasn't as busy, right?
Yeah.
But the pizza spot, like we showed up a little early, but they had, probably 6 to 7 people working. It's smaller, like the place is okay, but like the kitchen's probably smaller than this room. So you could just imagine like a lot of workers, it was like, and then it started filling in. Okay. So that's actually one of the busy spots, right?
That's cool.
But yeah, it's had some Sky High Pie. So just good little local spot. We went to, they have a little bottle shop in town. So nice wine selection, some good beer selection. Julie found, did we mention, is Almanac going out of business, or was that a different SF brewery or Bay Area?
Oh, no, 21st Amendment.
21st Amendment. Yeah. Okay. So Almanac, super good brewery. There was a cherry sour. It's like cherry tart kind of beer. Yeah. We got a 4-pack of that to go because she liked it so much. So anyways, that was really good.
Rad.
And then they have, some nice whiskeys and nice little bottle shop. And then we had to go to the rock shop, right? You got to go check out the rocks. So went to the rock shop. But anyways, as we get out, when we go out hiking the next day and going out there, you're driving through, but can't really, when you're driving through, there's nothing out there. It's like 1-2 lane highway going through the whole park, which is pretty cool. And then cut off to this hiking. There's countless hikings, but we found the kid-friendly one. So
yeah.
First day we went to, was it not Beaver Dam? What was it called? Barker Dam.
Yeah,
it's like
a ton of beavers out there.
Not a ton of beavers, no. Barker Dam, but it's like a little 1.5 mile loop. And as you're going through, you're just kind of they have signs everywhere. So you're learning about plants and, I'm reading all of them just because I like to do that stuff.
Yeah.
And like, oh, cool. This is a wild sage yucca. I don't know if that's not a thing, but I forget them all now. But, you got the Joshua trees everywhere. One of the next hike we went, it was just another little loop, and there's a little picnic area there. It's called Hidden Valley Loop, and it's right by Barker Dam. So there's a campsite right there. So like if you go camping out there, our buddies Shane, who was on the podcast, he's been camping out there. I'm assuming it's one of these spots. It's kind of tucked. There's certain different camping sites, but some of them, like if they're tucked in the rock, you're like, oh, those are like the, when you see online Joshua Tree Camp and you're like, oh yeah, that's what that is.
Oh, that's cool.
But the most fun I had, we did the other loop too, which is, just walking through. It seems like at one point you're going around this loop and looking back and you're like, that looks like Indiana Jones ride from like, Disneyland or, something from Legoland, whatever. It's like just the formations. You're like, it's pretty rad. You're looking out and we didn't see a ton of wildlife or anything, but just
is there a ton of wildlife? I don't even know if.
No, there's little lizards and birds and this and that, but they have signs up. Hey, you're entering bighorn sheep, or I think that's what it is. Like cruising up somewhere. We didn't see any. I'm pretty sure that's pretty rare to see any, but I guess they're hanging out in the rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
But just the sheer size and, like the formations and the rocks are obviously one of the biggest features out there besides the Joshua trees, hence the name. And just seeing all that, just the scale of it and you could see all kinds of cool stuff in the rocks. You're like, oh, that looks like a turtle or a whale or, all that kind of stuff. And just getting out. Being outside. Yeah. Like when we went, it wasn't too busy, but you're seeing people the whole time. So it's like you're out in the wild, but you're not in the wilderness, even though the whole time Julie was like, especially on the third hike, don't go too far. Cause she read, maybe at the trailhead, you get disoriented, right? So you're like walking around. Yeah, it looks the same. And so I was with them. I was like, no, we're good. Like I could see the trail right here. And if not, I could see the trail up there. So, but at the Hidden Valley Loop, a little picnic area, and we just park, cruise around. And then that's where we're just like exploring through these rocks, right? These big old boulders. And there's like entrances and kind of caves and going back and forth, and you're up on top of a rock and you got to find your way down. And that, the kids loved it, but I also had a good time out there, like climbing up on these rocks. Like, yeah, it's super fun. Just kind of like, I don't know where this is going to go. Let's kind of continue through here, kind of squeeze through this little gap here. It's not like those videos on, cave exploring or anything.
Yeah.
But it was kind of felt a little bit like that. And so it was super fun. I loved all that. And then we went to Skull Rock for our third hike, which is another loop, and it brings you through another campground. And oh no, come on.
Oh no.
Well, my phone's going to lock me out here in a sec. And Skull Rock, it brings you through, I think it's called Jumbo Rocks Campground. And this one site, as you're walking out, you can see it. And it's like surrounded by 3 sides on rocks. And you park your car right here. So you're like literally within the rocks. It looked rad. I mean, the facilities, if you guys are into facilities or you want to be close to anything, like this is not the spot for you. Because to get all these spots, it's probably, I mean, it's not too far from town. You go back, if you needed food, whatever, that's not too far. But like the bathrooms are just holes in the ground. It's a shaped like a toilet, right? Yeah. But it just goes in the ground.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. And the smell in there was special. Very special. It was gnarly, dude. And we were like, so it's during the government shutdown. So I don't know if there was less cleaning or whatever. So it was pretty ripe.
There's things in the world that you can't shut down. Cleaning toilets seems like one of them.
I mean, it's a big hole. It'd take a long time to fill up, but it's still, not the only other time, but one of the other times I brought Julie camping up at Big Bear, and one of the sites had just that. So, I mean, we were there for a few days. We were younger, so it wasn't a huge deal, but it was,
It's gross. Yeah.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of just holding it till you get home, that kind of stuff. It was like,
or find a tree.
I don't have to pee right now. Oh yeah. Find a tree, find a rock, something like that. But yeah, man, the hiking out there, it's gorgeous. Some of the views, like you look down, it looks like an army of Joshua trees coming at you. Like you're looking down in the valley. If you don't have kids, there's obviously 1,000 other hikes you go on, like longer hikes, more treacherous hikes, longer hikes. I think I just said longer hikes. So yeah, it'd be definitely fun to explore again and just go check out, get outdoors. Our youngest he likes to complain a lot when we go on hikes or walking far or anything like that.
The youngest thing. I don't think it's just Brewer. I think it's a lot of them.
And out there, he didn't complain once.
Really?
I mean, maybe at the beginning, he's like, I don't know, but he'd ask how long it was. He doesn't have a great sense of distance. Yeah. So it was like, oh, it's like 1.5 miles. It'll take however long. Maybe he'll complain right there, but for the rest of the time, nothing. It was great.
Nice.
Something about being outdoors and just kind of,
seeing some cool new stuff.
Cruising around. Yeah. Checking out rocks, climbing on rocks. You have just room to walk around. Just kind of, even they were loving just looking around at all the rocks. So yeah, it was awesome. The biggest feature for them though was they had a video game console in the Airbnb. Mm-hmm. And it was like one of them where you have it was kind of set up like the old Pac-Mans where you have 2 controllers over here, but then they also had it set at horizontal. So there's 2 controllers over on this side, the flat, kind of arcade style ones, but it had like 500 games. So they were like the first day, about 10 minutes into a hike, you know what I can't wait for till we get back. And we're like, okay, they mentioned that like 30 times. Then we're like, all we can talk about right now is where we're at right now. We don't want to hear about video games. We don't want to hear about going to read in the Sky Dome. And so from there on, it was, they were very more focused on what was going on than going to play. They played Mega Man.
Oh, I love Mega Man.
But it was like a Mega Man, just like more battle than bosses. It wasn't really like the full game.
Got it.
Because I was like, Mega Man was hard, right? That was like a tough game back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever got too far in that game, but super fun. Turtles 1, Turtles 2. So that was fun. When I played with them, obviously a few days, but played Simpsons. So that was a good one. Yeah. That was pretty fun. And what else was there? I mean, they had 1,000 other games on there, but yeah, that was like the highlight. Like, how long do we get to? How long till we can go play? And they're like, I got some pictures of them. They were loving it. So
that's rad.
Also at a spa, and as we're sitting in the spa one day, have you ever seen? Okay, it was during the daytime. We're looking out. It's like the sun setting over here, so it's like a little, let's call it yellowish, orangish sky, whatever. And on the telephone poles behind electrical poles, behind the house, there was like an owl sitting. So you just see a
cool.
silhouette. I was like, you guys, check it out. There's an owl. This is cool. And then another owl came. We're like, I've never seen that. That was wild. I tried to get a picture.
Owls, yeah.
Yeah. There was 2 owls hanging out. So it's like, that's got to be a good sign for
They
something.
kind of live in pairs, don't they?
I mean,
they're not.
I don't know. I've never seen them together.
Well, no, you don't. I don't think you see them often together, but like whenever they're talking or hooing or whatever. Yeah, that thing. I mean, I think that's with another owl.
Oh, maybe.
There's something about pairs and owls. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay.
But.
Yeah, I mean, I was like just not middle of the day. It was, closer to the evening, but it was
Getting ready to hunt.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. They were swooped off. I took a picture and right when I took the picture, he flew. One of them was already gone. The other one flew and is behind a telephone pole. So it was like you could see just wings on the outside. It's like, dang it.
The telephone pole can fly. Yeah.
And one of the other highlights that I didn't think that they would dig is we did a little stargazing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I guess there's less light pollution out there compared to San Diego or especially big cities or anything like that, right? So I said, all right, night 2 from 8 to 8:30, we're going to go set up. There's 4 lawn chairs. We're going to set them out there. We're just going to stare up at the sky and, hopefully see a few shooting stars. And, I was just like, I just wanted them because the night before I just looked at the sky. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to bring them out here tomorrow. And I just assumed they would get in like 4 seconds later, be like, this sucks. Let's get out of here. But
but when these guys are insane, it's hard to not get excited.
Yeah, it wasn't like insane. Like if you're like at Palomar or something like that. But obviously, as you sit there, your eyes adjust a little bit. We turn off all the lights in the house. You could definitely see quite a few more stars. And it's just, I mean, staring up at the sky is insane, just in general.
Yeah.
Like blows your mind. You're like, well, I don't even know what I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
But they were digging it. We're
right.
checking out like, oh yeah, hey, here's Orion. Blah. I think that's the only one I know. So hey, check, I can see that one. Hey, this looks cool over here. And within,
you can find the dippers, couldn't you?
I couldn't.
Really?
No, I was looking for it. I don't know. Usually it's pretty easy here because those are the brightest. But there it was just maybe lost in
too many stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we did like within like 5 minutes we saw a shooting star.
Oh, right.
And 3 of us, Brew didn't see. I was like, you guys see that? He said, yeah, but he didn't. And then, 5 minutes later, this other shooting star. And then this shooting, and then those ones are like little ding, ding, dings. And then one from like, dude, it had to have been in the sky for like 4 or 5 seconds. We just saw it just shooting across the sky. And it was like super bright and it just went right across everybody's eyes. So everybody was just like keying on that. And that was rad. And so they were all stoked on that. And then we saw one more. I think Brewer claims he saw 6 or 7, but anyways, we saw like 4. And then it was just so cool. I expected not to see any. I was just like, that's a way to get him out there and check it out.
Yeah.
But we did. We did see him. And then we did it the next night. We didn't see any stars. So
what?
I don't know. Yeah, no shooting stars.
Or just the sky not as great or something?
No, I don't know. I was like, okay, we saw it last night. That was our intention. Today, nothing.
Nada.
No.
Crazy.
So, we sat out there it wasn't the full 30 minutes, but about 20 minutes or so.
When we were, just the sky part of things reminded me of when we were in Tahiti in this tiny island. And the island was like a circle with a huge lagoon in the middle. So the island part of it was just like a tiny little border of land, like an old crater.
Yeah.
And there was only like a couple resorts on it. And the island's called Rangiroa. And you're on the resort's on the outside of the lagoon, but it's like a 2-second, like 5-minute walk to the inside of the lagoon, and there's nothing on the inside. So there's no lights, no resorts, no nothing. And it's the first time where it wasn't just stars, where it was like full on like Milky Way, like you could see everything.
Yeah.
It was the most insane thing I've ever seen.
A little scary, huh? Like,
yeah, it looks like an image of the universe. That is what it looked like at night there. Like you turned your flashlights off and it was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, a little scary.
Incredible. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, you could definitely, like I was pointed out, kind of right above us, you could see like, it wasn't super bright, but you could see the Milky Way kind of going across. And I was like, you guys see it kind of looks like a little cloudy right here. And then if you follow it kind of, like one of those magic eyes, you're like, don't start directly at it because it'll disappear. But you can see it kind of go across the sky.
That's
so
cool.
It was awesome. Anyways, good trip. If you guys are looking for something to do, bring the kids out. It's awesome times out there. Like I said, there's I think bouldering or just climbing on rocks was some of the most fun. That's what the boys loved some of the most too, but just getting outside, hikes, get a little break from everything, you know, it was well worth it. And
Nice.
I think there's plenty more to explore if we ever needed to get back out there.
That's rad.
Yeah. Go check it out with your boys. It'd be fun.
Yeah, they get a kick out of it.
Yeah. All right. We ready let's hit sports real quick before we do new to do and to do. Because it's none of our teams are in it, so who really cares, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
basketball started. That's kind of cool.
who cares?
I've already watched 3 NBA games. It's been fun.
Have you? Are you an NBA fan?
I'm just a Warriors. I like watching the Warriors play.
Yeah.
And they've won both. Actually, maybe I've only watched 2. I've watched 2 games.
Okay.
But I've watched them from like start to finish, and one was overtime.
Got to get your sports fix.
Seriously, especially right now, it's like painful to watch the other main thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Sports.
So World Series, obviously they had. I mean, so far, I mean, right now, everybody I've talked to in San Diego or who's a Padre fan is now a Blue Jays fan, and you're a Blue Jays fan right now,
100%.
I believe.
Well, every Giants fan's a Blue Jay fan too.
Yeah.
I'd say I was joking with my buddy that's a Dodger fan that I think there's 2 full countries right now rooting against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Like it's not just. I think it's people in LA and Dodger fans around the world, country rooting for the Dodgers clearly, but everybody else is rooting against them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a return champion ever. And
Unless it was the Padres, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
but it's your team.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
Like everybody is rooting against. It's like the Yankees. Yankees, when they were winning a bunch, nobody wanted them to win back to back.
Yeah.
Or the Patriots or anything.
Patriots, boo.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
the worst.
I know.
Those guys. I had a little, yes, I'm not going to root for the Dodgers, right? Ugh, yuck. But if I'm rooting for the Blue Jays, like, am I going against America here at this point? Or we're good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I mean, half the players aren't from the U.S. or I guess you have. I think Vlad is a Canadian citizen.
Is he?
I think he was born there when his dad was in Montreal or something.
Okay.
But
I saw they were showing one of the games from in LA. Justin Bieber was cruising through, and I forget he's Canadian.
yeah,
But it looked like a Dodger shirt, but I think it was a Blue Jay shirt
it was a
because
Blue
he's
Jays.
Canadian and had Bieber on the back.
well,
for
because
Bieber, who's
Shane
pitching.
Bieber,
Yeah,
that,
it's like,
that was a
oh.
cool thing. I didn't realize.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really cool. Yeah, what a coincidence. I think that's I joked last night that's the reason the Blue Jays picked him up is to match
They probably
one of their
did.
biggest fans.
Yeah, it was funny. Like as I saw that initial clip, I was like, oh, that's kind of like at that level. Like, oh, I'm gonna get Bieber on the back of my shirt. Like,
But
okay, I get
it makes
now.
sense. Yeah, he didn't have to get it especially
He's bought that off the rack.
Yeah, but his wife made him leave early.
Yeah?
Did you see that? There's a clip of him like, "Okay, we can go," like mouthing, "Okay."
What
And
inning?
I don't know. I just saw that.
There was at one point, so I threw it on in bed because I stayed up for that long game, for the marathon game, which is actually 2 games in one. And like I was telling you, I threw it on the MLB app, got the radio version going, and was listening to it a little bit. And the guy at like the 14th inning, right before they go to break, they cut him off like halfway, but then he's like, it looks like people are getting up and leaving. What are they thinking? It was the Dodgers feed, right? So, and then they came back from commercials, like ripping on him again. And then he's like, I hope they have like surgery in the morning or I mean, hopefully they got something they got to do because he's like, hey, maybe they're just going up to go to the bathroom and come back. And then, I was like, yeah, that is kind of, I don't know. At that point, it's, I'd be staying, but
I don't know if I would have been. I mean,
I would personally, but you got the family there.
kids.
They're not staying for sure.
Well, that's what. So my buddy, Aaron and his family went up and diehard Dodger fans, and their son in like the 15th inning is like, can we at least like get our stuff packed up so as soon as this thing's over we can take off? I thought that was funny. But then an hour later, finally ended. It took another hour.
So they stayed the whole time. They stayed. Most of the people were there, right? Still,
yeah. They stayed the whole time. I got to ask David. Our buddy David also went, and I didn't ask him if he stayed the whole time. I think they might have, but they didn't get home till. I mean, if you live in LA, it's one thing. Like you're probably gonna get home at 12:30.
Yeah.
They didn't get home till 2:30 in the morning to San Diego.
That's so tough.
So
that's what you get for being a Dodger fan.
Yeah.
See, it's definitely like a memory you're gonna have forever, right? Even if you're like, this is oh my god, but if your team loses, it's not a great memory.
Right,
but you get a walk-off home run in the 18th. You're like, okay, dude, this is it was worth it at that point. So that's like why I would consider staying.
Yeah. Yeah, the 18th inning game or 18 inning game the Giants had, I might have talked about this on the podcast a couple weeks ago, but the 18 inning game, we watched it during the day. We saw them tie it up in the 8th inning. This was, I guess, NL Championships, NL Division Series. I can't remember which, against the Nationals. Anyway, and tied it up, 8th inning. Went to dinner at like a teppanyaki place, which takes forever, right? I kept going to check the bar. Tie game. Get back to the hotel and turn it on. We're out in Palm Desert. Turn it on, and Brandon Beth hits a solo shot in the top of the 18th, and then they close out in the bottom of the 18th. But it literally like was our whole day. It felt like it didn't go as late. Probably went till like 9 o'clock our time, but it must have been like a day game, and then just pushed till it was crazy.
Yeah,
but this one pushed into like the clip of Dave Roberts saying, "We have a game today, boys." Like we have another game today, boys. So
yeah. At what point do they start reselling beer? After the 14th? So like now we're double 7th inning. So
did they?
No, I don't think so.
That seems that's the worst part.
Yeah,
it's like a fully dry baseball game.
Yeah. You're like at a soccer game in Spain. They don't serve beer over there either. But wild. Yeah, it's. I mean, some of the like. Do you pitch to Shohei anymore?
No, I mean
they struck him out a few times last night, but
yeah,
rolled
in a
him
tie
over.
game. I think in a tie game, I completely agree with him not pitching to him in all of the situations in the late innings.
Yeah, you're like, no, dude, this guy's just hitting bombs or doubles or.
You got to let somebody else. Like Tommy Edman had a big double. Like you can't like. Yes, you pitch to Tommy Edman. You don't pitch to Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
In that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy's on something.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah, I know. Well, and then he pitches
He's on
yesterday.
good vibes.
I think I was thinking about this morning, because last night's game was somewhat uneventful, especially on the Dodgers side. They only scored 1 run.
Yeah,
or 2. They ended up getting 2 runs, but Dodgers are way older, way more of a mature team than the Blue Jays. Just I think on paper, they're younger.
Yeah.
I don't know about how exhausted they are from the season, but like I would imagine like a young team can bounce back quicker in an 18-inning game than Freddie Freeman can or Mookie Betts can or some of those guys. Not that they're ancient, but they're older. They've been playing a while.
Obviously, we don't like the team. Are we allowed to like certain players?
Who do you like?
I don't. I changed my mind. Well, first off, I don't know any of them, but like my sister is like, oh, I love Freddie Freeman. He's such a good guy.
I think everybody likes Freddie Freeman, like as a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dodgery's the worst.
Well, but he had like his kid had health issues. A lot of people like backed him after that. And like, but when he was with Atlanta, he was like super likable. Mm-hmm. So like if I had to, like my kids always ask, if you had to pick a Dodger player that you like, who would it be? And I'd always say, I'd hate them all, but Freddie Freeman is like the one. Yeah. Cam says, Tommy Edman is his that he likes. I'm like, okay, he doesn't beat us.
Do you like Will Smith?
I hate Will Smith with a passion. He's the only one left. Him and Kike Hernandez and Shohei are the 3 that I can't stand at all.
Yeah.
But the other ones that are gone now, Chris Taylor was one forever that I couldn't stand. Justin Turner, awful.
The worst.
So. And I hate Max Muncy too.
Yeah, a lot of hate. Yeah. So like that's what I was thinking. Like obviously we don't know these players or anything, but yeah, they're probably good people. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Is Freeman? Does he have the record for highest pants in the MLB?
Definitely biggest. Definitely biggest teeth.
Yeah, no, but I mean he's like old man pants, dude. I'm like, oh, is that cozy? I don't know. Anyways. Dodgers
suspenders under his pants.
Well, okay, what's the yeah, he does have probably suspenders. What's the prediction? We're gonna have game 5 tonight, so we'll know the outcome by you guys hearing this if you hear it on next Monday.
It'd be fun if it ended on Halloween. So Halloween's game 6. So if Toronto can figure out a way to win it today and win in Toronto, that'd be rad.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
so you're taking Toronto in 4?
Toronto in 6.
6. Oh, 6. Yeah. It can't be 4.
It can't be 4 anymore. Yeah. Some of the pitching matchups have been insane, but we're back to Snell versus Savage, or however you say it.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. It's Y-E Savage.
Yeah, yes, Savage.
Yes, Savage. So that'll be interesting. And then Friday would be, I don't know if it's up on for Friday yet, but no, it's TBD.
Okay.
A whole bunch of TBDs.
Yeah. Last question on baseball. Does every player have pitch comm in their ears?
I think you're allowed to have, I think it's only one infielder.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but when it started, I think it was pitcher, catcher, and shortstop.
Okay.
Because
I swear Freeman had it in the other day, and then Muncy
really?
had it in one, like, because he's going like this. I'm assuming he's just hearing it,
maybe
right?
they do.
And then, yeah, Freeman was doing it, not the same game. So it could have just been one guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just wondering, like, and second off,
They took it off from the Astros. So now they're
They
doing
what?
The Astros. They're doing what the Astros
stealing
did.
signs.
Stealing signs.
Yeah.
Well, that's why. Did you see the?
It seems like it'd be easy.
Yeah.
With that, just point that big microphone that the guy's
Yeah.
holding on the side. Like, it's got to catch what that's saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see last night in the last inning, the pitcher threw to second base
To get him off, yeah.
to get him off
He's
second
like-
base.
They're
He's
like,
I don't want you there.
They're like, just send him, do that one more time. And then he did. They're
Yeah.
like, okay. Send him there. You can't do an intentional base given.
No,
I mean, you
you
can
could
in
just
that
balk.
direction, but
Yeah,
I
you could
guess
just-
you could balk.
Yeah, but it's hard to balk. Nobody knows what a balk is, so it's hard to.
It's kind of like offsides in soccer, even though you know.
Yeah, right.
All right. We ready for anything else on baseball before we
No,
move
but
on?
I'm googling your pitch comm thing because I'm curious now.
Okay. I need you for the new. I want to hear
Yeah.
your thoughts on it. So new to do and Adieu. First off is a new beer as we're getting into a new beer week right here in San Diego. One of the biggest ones that they brew every week or every year rather is the capital of craft. So
Yep.
Beer Week is this year's party period will take place from November 7th through the 16th. And we'll cover that next week a little bit. But the new beer they got coming out, this year's Capital of Craft from the San Diego Brewers Guild, is just listen to all these collabs. I don't know how these many people collab, but this is a collab between. And did you have last year's Capital of Craft?
I don't
was-
remember if
It
I
was
had it last
kind
year or the year before.
of because you could find it in stores. Like it's distributed. I don't know a ton, but you'll definitely find it in different spots. But the recipe for this year's commemorative beer was collaboratively developed by brewers from Bay Park-based Coronado Brewing, Scripps Ranch-based Harlan Brewing, Vista-based Pure Project Brewing, Oceanside South O Brewing, Santee's Sunny Grove Brewing, and Thousand Oaks Tarantula Hill Brewing.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's along with the crew at host business Mission Brewing in Miramar. A couple of participating breweries were requested for service by Mission's team, while others were selected via a lottery, including names of local beer companies that hadn't participated in previous. Because I think did Bergen have a hand in it last year or a few years
maybe
ago?
the year before, yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember which year. It's funny that they say Tarantula Hill's not in San Marcos. Because
They say there's a satellite and operates a satellite in San Marcos.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll cover more on Capital Craft, but that is coming. Saturday, November 8th is when the Capital Craft Beer Festival takes place from 12 to 4 at the Harley Davidson Festival grounds in Bayho. I didn't know Harley Davidson that's just obviously a sponsored. We're gonna have to find out where that is.
Yeah, in Bayho.
Yeah, where do you think that would be?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll have to find that out. The Harley Davidson Festival grounds.
Huh.
Don't know.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
we know where Bayho is. So
Yeah, so we could find
close
it.
enough.
But that is your new. And there, I want to mention this because so they're having a bunch of festivals and stuff throughout the week and, everywhere around San Diego and different spots. But if you did want to get a little bit outside, so the San Diego's Brewer Guild is also setting up a hike or a walk for those who prefer to take it slow at Annie's Canyon in Cardiff. It says Cardiff, but it's Solana Beach. Followed by Culture Brewing's Tap Room in Solana Beach. So if you want to get out, there's a little exercise. Plus
Are you allowed to drink
little bit
during?
drinking. Technically, I don't think you could drink out there, but it might
Technically,
might be frowned upon. But there's your new Capital of Craft coming in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that in right here in San Diego. Here's your to do. So another festival, the San Diego Food and Wine Festival is starting the 2nd. So what day is that? Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
2nd through the 9th. Have you ever dabbled in any of this? This is like, I guess, a pretty big thing. I've never jumped into it, but they have all kinds of events throughout different restaurants and locations. And I'll read a few. Here's I'll read like the top 5, but the San Diego Food and Wine Festival is all grown up and ready to party. Now in its 21st year, the city's premier culinary celebration returns this November 2nd through the 9th, transforming America City into an international gathering of chefs, winemakers, mixologists, and food lovers. Have you ever dabbled in any of the events or anything like that?
Not that I could think of. No.
No, I've done like taste events and eat it, like that kind of stuff, but that's obviously not, not with this. But they have a ton of different events. So here's a handful of the to-dos that you can go check out, because some of them I don't really know what they are, so I'm going to skip those. But one of them is going to be Who's Your Pappy? The legend continues. This is $150 on Friday, November 7th from 2 to 3 p.m. That seems pretty short. At Green Acre Campus Point. I believe that's at UCSD. Which one's the coastal one?
Yeah.
UCSD? Okay. I think that's where Campus Point is. But backed by popular demand, this sellout seminar returns with new bottles, bold palettes, and one legendary pour. Whiskey expert Tom Fisher leads guests through a blind tasting of rare and reserve whiskey. So it's kind of like...
Can't drink whiskey for longer than an hour anyway.
Yeah, I guess it's probably solid. Especially like tasting, you're like, oh, that's a lot. What was the blind? Have you done like blind wine tasting, blind beer tastings, anything like that?
Only beer tasting on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we did.
I've never done.
Yeah, we should do that again.
I don't have a good enough palate, since like I always just say, "Ooh, it tastes good."
How is it? It's good.
Yeah.
So if you do want to test yourself, they're going to have blind tastings and no hints, just taste. But hidden among the flight is the elusive Pappy Van Winkle 20 year. So
wow.
That's like I don't even know, a $2,000 bottle or something.
Wow.
So you get a little
That's
sap of that.
That's $150.
Yeah, but they're not going to tell you till after. You're like, which one's the Pappy?
That was the one you should know.
Yeah, right? I don't know, dude. I've had one of our buddies at one of our chess clubs. He brought Pappy 10 or 12 year. I don't know what they have, and we had quite a bit of it. But it was good. But I also had a bottle of like, I don't know, it's my campground one. I forget what it even is now. Oh shoot! But it's just like a $25 bottle, $30 bottle, whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously it's much better than that, but it was still
smoother. I think that's what ends up being.
It was still. I had a bad hangover that day too. Not that day, the next day. Next up, you could do David Arthur's wine dinner at Mr. A's, $295. So all this is quite pricey, but Thursday, November 6th from 6:30 to 9 at Mr. A in Bankers Hills. Napa Valley meets San Diego skyline at this elegant 5-course dinner featuring David Arthur Long and Chef Stephanie. This is hard. Voitzwinkler. Voitzwinkler. There we go. As Mr. A celebrates 60 years of fine dining, guests will enjoy a rare selection of a small line of wines, including Elevation 1147 Cabernet Sauvignon, paired with refined French-inspired courses serving high above the city. Expect an evening of heritage terroir and stunning views. Have you been to Mr. A's?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good.
It's just on top of that building, right?
Rad.
Like, yeah, it's a killer view.
Yeah, the view's rad. I remember the food being good. I remember it feeling really uptight and, like you'd think it would be.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I got you. And then next up, you have the grand tasting presented by, not a sponsor, Southwest Airlines. $215 from Saturday, November 8th from 11 to 3 at Embarcadero Marina Park North. The festival's crown jewel in San Diego's biggest and best foodie bash returns to the Bayfront for an all-day indulgence. I read that earlier today and I still stumbled through that. Indulgence under the sun. More than 200 wineries, breweries, and distilleries will pour their best, while over 80 chefs from San Diego, Baja, and the West Coast serve up creative coastal cuisine. Guests can enjoy live music, brand activations, and a thrilling Chef of the Fest competition where one culinary talent takes home up to $5,000 in prizes. So if you guys want anything for tickets or anything like that, you can visit SanDiegoWineClassic.com. You can go check out. That's for the Grand Festival. But just go check out San Diego Food and Wine Week, Food and Wine Festival, and you can find all these too. So
sweet.
A lot going on there. I don't know if I'm going to hit any. All right, we ready for Adieu?
Yeah.
This is for...
Is it a bad one or is it a good one?
No, it's just kind of a PSA, if you will. This is Adieu on this Sunday. We're bidding daylight savings time adieu.
Oh, good to know.
November 2nd, we're falling back. We're already going back where we're going to have, I guess, earlier evenings, earlier mornings, right? More sun in the morning, less sun in the afternoon.
Yep.
Is that how we're working?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, if we move back. So, yeah, because it's going to get dark at like
early
4:30. I don't know, 5.
Yeah.
Even out practice yesterday, it was like not dark, but it was, already kind of getting that chilly, that fall chill at like 5:30. So,
Yep.
anyways.
I think the lights went on at like 5:30.
Yeah. Yeah. So, earlier mornings and earlier evenings. But do you know why they actually started daylight savings time?
Something about farmers or something.
That's what I thought too, but it's not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So here's a quick rundown on daylight savings time and why we still change our clocks twice a year. The idea actually started back in the late 1700s when Benjamin Franklin joked that people could save candles by waking up earlier and using more daylight. Now, fast forward to World War I, and countries actually made it official to save energy. The U.S. adopted it in 1918, dropped it, then brought it back during World War II. After the war, states kind of did their own thing until Congress passed the Uniform Time Act in 1966 to make it consistent nationwide, though Hawaii and most of Arizona still don't observe it.
Only most of Arizona. I thought it was all of Arizona.
It's probably all of Arizona. But yeah, they're just like, nah, we're good.
No, thanks.
The whole idea was to save energy and give people more daylight in the evening. But now with modern lighting and tech, it doesn't really make much of a difference. At this point, it's more of about tradition and maybe a little bit of chaos twice a year. I remember when the kids were, Julie would like not freak out, but like, oh, it'd just be like such a big thing because the sleep schedules would be off and this and that. And it's like,
I think
you'll adjust in like 10 seconds.
I think when we were kids, it was a bigger deal because not everything changed automatically.
Yeah.
So like people were off.
Yeah. Now you don't have to do anything with your phone.
Yeah. You wake up and it's
go.
done. Yeah. And most things too change automatically. Like I think oven and stuff.
Microwaves, ovens, and the clock. Yeah. We got like 3 changes we got to do.
But like our pool system changes automatically. Like some things change automatically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because people use it as an excuse before, like, I'm late. Sorry, I didn't know it was daylight savings.
Now you're like,
now you don't have a...
Wait, your phone didn't update?
Yeah, that's right.
No, I didn't, actually. Anyways, so put your clocks fall back. So we're going backwards an hour. Get ready for that. So right after Halloween, I guess that's pretty standard, right?
Yeah.
Same time.
Yep.
All right, next week, we're going to get to the best breakfast restaurants, because we have a lot we got to cover on that one. So we'll hit that list next week. But we got the question for Cassidy, and this goes with me. So, okay, this is not a good year for me to go enjoy San Diego Beer Week, because this is every year I take 30 days off of any drinking, beer, anything, right? I mean, that's mostly what I drink, just beer. But I realized...
The whole month of November you're doing?
Well, I realized earlier this year... 2 years ago, it was 75 hard, so that was easy. And then usually it'll kind of fit in. Like, I think maybe last year was February. This year, I just
don't like
realized.
dry January?
No. It's too
dry fall.
Yeah, no, it's too dry.
Corporate.
January is too corporate. Yeah, it's like Movember. It used to be cool when we did mustachios back in the day, but now it's corporate.
So I started mine in October.
Yeah, there you go. All that. Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't do dry January. I do.
Try whenever you feel like it.
Dry 30 days, one time a year. Anyways, now is the time. So not right after trip. Sunday was day 1, and how it lines up is right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
So no drinking. Just because that's how it works out, right? That's like little vino with the
turkey.
The turkey, maybe a nice IPA afterwards. Like, that's probably one of my favorite days to have a few cocktails.
Especially starting a little early too. Like football's on.
You're hanging out with family. No, everybody takes that day off. So like,
and the next day, most people take off too.
There's been one Thanksgiving where I got a work call, and it was when I was in my pool days, and the guy called me because his spa had some bubbles in it. It's like,
did you pour champagne in it the day before, dude? Or what's up?
I don't know what he did.
Did you get in it soapy?
Yeah, he got in it soapy. So I had to have that conversation. But other than that, everybody takes the day off. So that's just a great day to chill out. You're eating food all day. It's like the best. So anyways, that's why it ends right there. So are you going to join me on 30 days? My 30-day challenge. You have to.
No, don't
Come
have
on,
to.
join with me.
No, because I go on vacation the week before too. So
you could go to the week before. Where are you going the week before? Wait, the week before.
I'm right now. I'm on no weekdays, and I'm perfectly content with
All
that.
right, fair enough.
That was an easy answer for me.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
There's
but
too much in between.
If
now
anybody
and-
else here wants to join,
yeah,
hop
Chris
in
needs
here.
a partner. And
I
we
do
don't-
it. I do it solo, and then people are like,
What are you doing?
my friends rip on me.
Wait, aren't we supposed to have a meeting next week? Oh no, that's in December.
That's December.
Oh, okay.
We do have pies and pints this month, but
What are you gonna do for that?
get a glass of water,
Oh,
get
okay.
a NA or something. I don't know. I don't care. That'll be fine. So you don't have to have every event doesn't have to have alcohol, Cassidy.
No, you're right. But when they call it pies and pints, it should.
We're buying pints for
That's
people.
right.
I'll have a pint of water. And it doesn't say specifically what kind of pint it is, but anybody else wants to join the 30-day challenge, feel free.
Sorry to knock you down, but
All right, you're gonna have to do it one of these times. I'm gonna get you. Maybe I'll double up, and you're gonna do February this year.
February.
You're like, I don't know.
I don't know but Super Bowl. Come on, no, you can't do February. There's
right
always
after the
something.
day after Super Bowl. But anyways, Cassie's out. I'm in. So come join me. And
I'm still in for. I won't drink for 20 days of November,
okay. 20 days he's in.
but
You-
not the Saturday. and
You
Sunday.
heard it here, not Saturday and Sunday. That doesn't count. You got to have extended. Get some clarity. Get a little bit of your body a break. I don't know what else. Just everything. Yeah.
Maybe I'll give you like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. He's in. But anyways, yeah. We'll catch you guys all next week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back for episode 256. Somewhere in there. That's all right. He's bumping it. Just bump it. Oh,
I
we
hit
got two
both.
going. Oh, the remix.
Yeah.
He just-
All of a sudden I heard
He's live mixing it.
That's right.
But we'll catch you guys all next week for another episode of Living in San Diego. Adios.